way. But it looks like we've got it now. In addition, I appear to be live. So, let's get everything going. Okay, so getting into things today, our mining is at level 8, but getting somewhat close to level 9. So we should be able to get at least level 9 today, if not further. We did go to the bottom of the mines last time. It's a good reminder to do that. So, we have a few nice things going on, but the first thing we're doing today is there's a whole other day of Squid Fest for me to participate in. So that's how we're going to start today. And with any luck, we'll be back into the mines, and if not, obviously level 9 will come fairly quickly, but if we're really lucky, before I end the stream today, we'll be at level 10 mining. And we'll start killing things. So, as I said last time, it's a little bit more difficult day 2. They expect me to catch 10 squids instead of just 8. But with our squid bait and our bait maker, we shouldn't have too much trouble making that happen. That is probably not my first... Oh wow, that was an easy squid to catch today. One hand while fishing with the other? I don't think so. I used to be able to. I always forget that albacore can be caught early in the morning. I don't do a lot of morning fishing in the winter, with the exception of some attempts to catch the glacier fish. Yeah, I just passed the water before the stream. I don't know if I hydrate quite yet. Skeletal tail. I should probably put a squid in the bait maker pretty soon, yeah? I actually have an Iridium squid because that first one was so easy to catch on. Check my amount of squid roe. Yeah, I'm down to the last, or squid bait, down to the last one, so I'm probably not going to catch 7 more if I don't catch my bait. Squid with 10 bait is certainly possible. Ideally, I want to make any more, but we'll see. By the way, the rewards for the Trout Derby and Squid Fest are the same every year. So, if you take care of all the prizes in the first year, there won't be any new prizes in future years. Now, if you like, the Omni Geodes or the Quality Sprinkler or the Crab Pots from the Trout Derby or any of the rewards you get here, then yes, you can certainly do it in future years and get those rewards again. Though, year 2 and later, how useful really are those things? If you really want them, you can buy or craft most of them at that point. Or in the case of like Omni Geodes and Diamonds, you probably have easier ways to get them than spending an entire day fishing. While there are better money makers late game, fishing is never a bad way to make some money. Every now and then you'll decide, hey, I just want to fish today. And if that's what you want to do, then by all means, fish away. We're still at 7 squid. We have 4 roe left. I keep saying roe because roe and bait look so similar. I have 4 squid bait left. Problem is, I was working so the pot for a few more minutes. Once one fish goes out of the possible pool, then they'll just be squid. I don't know what this is, but it's not moving very much. Catch anything besides the squid, I may need more bait. That's 9 and 1 bait left. Am I gonna get a squid? Well, thankfully, pulling it back before you get a bite does not consume the bait. It certainly seems to be a squid. 10 squid, last squid bait used on the last one. I think I don't have to figure out something else to do with the additional squid bait because there is none left. That guy's still there. So, our day 2 prizes are a free trap bobber, 3 mystery boxes, another dish of the sea, a treasure chest, 3 triple shot espresso, 3 more mystery boxes, a seafoam pudding, and the squid hat. I'm going to immediately don the squid hat. Yeah! Squid boy. I do still have space open, so I'll dig up whatever this is. More powder milling seeds. Let's return to our farm to empty out the inventory a little bit, and then we'll see if we can get into the mines today. I have lots of mystery boxes, and I haven't bothered trying to open any of them. Penny's at 6. Jazz is already at 10. I didn't do my usual check of friendships when I started this day, but I got several people up the rest of the way they needed to go last time. And just lots of other people getting pretty darn close. So I did get I got geodes, mystery boxes, and rubies while fishing today. Those are all things I put in the mining chest. 2 artifacts that I already had. I'm just gonna sell the fish outright. Watermelon seeds away. Stashing wild bait in here. I'll just find a spot to stick the bait maker out of the way until I need it again. I believe I already have like some Dish of the Sea and the like. So, in the cases where I already have something, it's easy to stash it. I need a dresser so that I can put the boots and the hats and the shirts in there. I will see if Robin has one for sale when I go by her shop on the way to the mines. No, ignore that crocus. I know it goes away tomorrow, but as I can't empty out my inventory to the level I would like to, Abigail is here today. Your dad loves price catalog. That is just so on brand for Pierre. It is ridiculous. Maro's at 8. Demetrius is at 8. Maro is leaving, which I believe means I won't be able to trigger her 8 artifact right now. True. Shop. There's also the question of, can I afford a dresser if she has one? But she does not have one for sale today anyway. So I guarantee that she'll have one at any given point. Honestly, the best part about the Meadowlands farm is not that you start with a coop with 2 chickens, it's that you start with a dresser. I will die on that hill. But to be honest, I haven't had many arguments about that. Most people I've said that to have agreed wholeheartedly. Alright. Don't forget that Robin's resource rush is still a thing. Star Drop Saloon special orders: Mayor Lewis, Autumn's Bounty, double order of high fiber bread on the side. Marnie, pumpkin pie, extra whipped cream. Demetrius, bean hot pot, make it spicy. Caroline, fish taco. She wants triple the sauce, but to throw in a few extra napkins. So that's the gift added to the socials tab for each of them. Bean hot pot is really easy to make. Just need a few green beans, no additional ingredients necessary. So I found that a very easy one to make a lot of. Especially since green beans are trellis plants, they will regrow throughout spring, so it's not difficult to get a lot of them as long as you plant like the one. They do take a while to grow the first one, but that's the case with a lot of plants that, you know, bear fruit multiple times. That first one takes a while, which is why speed grows still. Well, this doesn't work at all. It's none of Maru's. Parts still needed for my greatest invention yet. Gold bar, iridium bar, battery pack, diamond, strawberries. all those I love to give tomorrow, but she is at 8 now, so I don't need to worry too much about it. Obviously, while I allow myself to kill an enemy here and there, taking on an infested floor is absolutely not allowed. So I'll get on the floor 110 to skip that and proceed. I'm painfully close to level 9. Honestly, somewhere in my mind I thought we got level 9 in mining last time. So I thought I talked about the crafting recipe you get at level 9 mining. I mean, I know I talked about the item, but not the recipe. Cluster there. That's what I want to see. Yes. Give me all of your. And that is level 9 mining, for sure. No questions about it. Unless something catastrophic happens that I can't recover from and need to restart the day. I will end the day with level 9 mining. So I guess now my hope is to get another 80 stone or so. Don't anticipate not being able to complete it. Just the sooner I do, the better. I will avoid you if I can, Shadow Brute. Nope. Do I want to go over there? I have a bat, which could be dangerous. But I don't see the bat yet. Never ended up seeing the bat. Heard the bat sound. I think if I get the 1,000 stone, I'll probably just go ahead and leave the mines for the day. I feel like getting an Omni Geode out of a rock should give you some experience. I am 43 stone away. That will not be a problem for me to make happen one way or another. Though I am seeing an embarrassingly small number of large stones today. Well, there's a ladder so I can go down, but I see gems, I see light colored stones, I see gold ore veins. Sure if my inventory was full or I just stood close enough to the topaz. Run, run. I have to go back a little bit. Whew. Okay, good, there are no enemies right here, which gives me a chance to drop some healing, plus a mushroom floor again. An awful lot of mushroom floors. Which doesn't mean as much to you when you play on the forest farm, but I'm not gonna complain about them. I'm sure the wizard isn't complaining about them, all the iridium quality purple mushrooms I'm getting. Dodge you. There's no way I'm dodging this slime. Ugh. Fat rock. Rock there. Another. I should take a moment when the enemies can't see me to grab a couple more blackberries and drop Betty. Please don't attack me. Found the ladder very early on that floor. Well, there's a ladder on this floor if I get the things on this floor I want before I run out of time, but it is 11:40 p.m. I'm not worried about energy because I got the level up, but I really would rather not lose any money, especially since I just got 2,500 for collecting all that stone. So the quest for the resource rush completes immediately. I just had to collect the stone. I did not need to turn it in or anything. So I do still have inventory slots open. I can collect the forge on the way back. It makes the time a little bit tighter, but I did see a dig spot there. I could drink one of the coffees, but I want to give them all to Harvey, so. It's okay, I still made it onto the farm. I have time. Time enough to sort things out. Or at least, mostly sort things out. Over to the mining chest. Put all of the mining things in there. I believe I'm at the point where I'm selling all of my red mushrooms. But not there with the purple just yet. Put the stone in there. Purple mushrooms in here. And we will call that day. So, level 9 mining. +1 pickaxe proficiency. And now I can craft my own crystallariums. So if I can craft my own crystallariums already, you may be wondering why was I so excited about getting the vault bundle that gives me one. Well, to actually craft your own crystallarium, you need 99 stone, 5 gold bars, 2 iridium bars, and a battery pack. Now, I will say that that is actually a good deal, because one of the things you can do with the crystallarium makes finding iridium a whole heck of a lot easier. So it is worth it, but before you've even gotten your first few iridium bars, a recipe like that is quite daunting. Fortune teller, it's Sunday, so we've got the Queen of Sauce. Sorry, Benjamin, Skyrim is Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Tuesday and Saturday are my Stardew days. Chocolate cake. What better way to spend those cold winter nights than digging your way through a rich chocolate mountain? With my help, you'll be well on your way to creating the finest cake you've ever laid eyes on. Now you're gonna need a lot of sugar. I like a chocolate cake. We've gotten some chocolate cakes, but now we can cook them. So, hey Patrick, congratulations on completing my little challenge. I'm impressed. As an added bonus, I've included the blueprints for a new type of chest. Enjoy! P.S. Now that you have all those resources lying around, why not swing by for some construction work? And now, instead of just the 50 wood chest, you spend 50 stone to make a stone chest. Starting tomorrow, a traveling merchant fleet will dock at Pelican Town for the yearly night market. The market starts at 5 p.m. and will be in port for the next 3 days. Please visit the beach after 5 p.m. to join the festivities. There's free coffee. That used to be a great way to make money, but it was nerfed. Sadly. So, today it is Harvey's birthday, so I'll make sure to take a coffee to him. I'm going down to check the traveling cart, which means I'll be taking a purple mushroom down there for the wizard. And I'll probably just continue mining. The merchant fleet has a few nice things. There's the submarine fishing tour, which has 3 fish that can only be found during that. There's a free coffee each night. The traveling merchant is there all 3 nights. There's also an additional merchant that can sell you some unique items. There's a mermaid show to watch. There's also a rotating stock of paintings. I'll talk more about that when I actually get there. Today, she has fish stew. She has pomegranate. She has red cabbage seeds again, 5 this time. Honey, which is 100 less than I bought the honey for last stream. Crispy bass, perch, batwing, hop starter, bean hot pot, spaghetti, vanilla villa. It's easy to say. Coffee bean, and that's all. I think that might be cheaper than the spaghetti of the saloon, but the only person I know who loves it is Robin, and she's at 10. Demetrius is not at 10 yet, and we saw that he loves bean hot pot, but some of the stuff at the night market that I want to do is not cheap, and I'm still trying to complete the vault bundle, so I think spending money on friendship is still not a good idea. The wizard's birthday is coming up in just a few days. That gift got him up to 4 hearts. This is a rare case where I will gift the wizard on days other than Friday and Sunday. I want to get him a second gift for the week before his birthday on the 17th. So I'll have to go over there one additional time. I think I'll put what I can away. And then I will head up to... I'll head by the clinic to give Harvey his gift. It's only the 5,000 and 10,000 G bundle. If I knew how much I might find in the mines that I would want to sell, I could do that. I am going to out my inventory a little bit. I have no bobber equipped currently, so I can stick that on there. I think the only thing I'd be willing to spend money on right now is a dresser. So I will check Robin's stock again on the way by. Can also see if there's... Pierre wants a walleye, and that would give me another prize ticket, but... I'm not sure where I would catch a walleye in the winter anyway. I think I have additional walleye, but do I want to give one to Pierre? So, with my 2 prize tickets, I can get a sports cap, and then the other thing I can get today is a dehydrator. To get dehydrators, normally you either have to choose the mushroom cave when Demetrius asks, or buy the recipe from Pierre for 10,000 G. He sells it year round. You can see it right there, and it requires wood, clay, and fire quartz to craft one. The dehydrator allows you to put 5 pieces of fruit or edible mushrooms inside, and it dries them. That's the definition of dehydrator. He hates that he makes more money during flu season. It's his birthday and he loves coffee, so he is now at 8 hearts. And I can actually trigger his 8 heart event real quick right here. Just have to go into the clinic. Hello, hello. Is anyone out there? This is Dr. H at 52 North, 45.5 East, seeking aerial response. Anyone out there? Copy. Dr. H on the ground. This is Blackbird Fiber Zuzu. Anything to report? Someone's there? I mean, standard ground report. Wind at 3 clicks, 36 degrees north of west. Ground temperature at 42 crags. Humidity 53%. Dr. H out. It's interesting that the temperature is always the same no matter when you see this event. Yikes, my pulse is soaring. Patrick. Ask him why he's all flustered. Ah, well, you see, I was just on my radio here, and I made contact with a real pilot. As a matter of fact, we can probably see him flying overhead right now. Quick, get over here. Look. Planes are not terribly common in Stardew Valley, so this is exciting. As a kid, my dream was always to be a pilot. But with my bad eyesight and the crippling fear of heights, that dream started to fade away. It's okay. Don't be sad. I've grown to accept my station in life. Not everyone can achieve their dreams. That's just the way the world is. So sad. Yeah, let me show you my model airplanes. I just finished the new TR Starboard Deluxe set. So he can't be a pilot, but he builds model planes. That's a way to make him feel close to it. So the dehydrator said 5 pieces of fruit or edible mushrooms. So it's not a way to use up, say, if you have a large number of red mushrooms. But if you got common or chanterelle or purple, those are all edible mushrooms. Also, any type of fruit, either from fruit trees or grapes or your large number of foraged berries from blackberry or salmonberry season. In fact, the first thing I'll put in there is just 5 of my blackberries. But I'll probably put the non-quality salmonberries in there for the remainder of winter. Get a little bit more money out of them than just by selling them by themselves. And when salmonberry season comes around in spring, I'll be finding every damn quality ones anyway. There's a pike frenzy in town for the first day of the week. This is a lot of dig spots. Oh, here's Mars 8 hard vent. Knock knock. Patrick, hi, come in. I've been working on a new project, something big. This is just one component. Let me show you a little demonstration. Just put your hand here. And now I'm going to flip this switch. Ah! my god, are you alright? Here, let me apply this burn cream. Barely, I'm all better. I'm so sorry. It's okay, it doesn't even hurt. Oh no? Well, that makes you feel a little better then. Thanks. I mean, I just got electrocuted, but no, I'm fine. Kind of ruined the moment, huh? I was always happy to see me. Let's see. Wizard couch moon table. Still not seeing a. I'll buy the wood floor and the stone floor recipe. I'll buy the ones that are 100G. It used to be, in the dark days, that all of the recipes wouldn't show up at once. You'd have to buy them and then reopen the menu and buy more and repeat until you got them all. Now you can just, go in and grab them all at once, provided you have the money to do so. I don't know that buying any of the recipes will make it more likely for a, for a chest, dresser, armoire, wardrobe, whatever you want to call it, to show up, but, I don't know. It feels like it makes it more likely, even though the reality is not. I'm just gonna cut down these trees. Trees will regrow in the quarry, which just feels wrong. I wanted to just have stones. I wanted to have a very particular type of stone, but I did not get lucky on this save file. I know I'm supposed to be working on mining. What am I doing? Chopping down trees. I'm cutting down the trees so that there's more room for rocks to spawn. Of course, trees can't grow in the winter even in the quarry, so actually happen with these, but you can see where some have sprouted already, and those I'll just clear up with the scythe once the trees are done. I think of the secret note. Let's read that real quick. It's a page from M. Jasper's book. The creatures, known by some as forest spirits or junimos, are said to appear in abandoned buildings after they've gone to seed. As a general rule, when humans leave and nature begins to reclaim her territory, the junimos will undoubtedly appear. Folk wisdom holds that junimos display some kind of resonant affinity with gemstones that are placed inside their little huts. Also, it's said that raisins are their favorite food, but they are too shy to take them directly from the hand. Of course, all these claims come from dubious, unverified sources. As far as I know, even the mere existence of these creatures has never been proven. So, all of that in that secret note relates to a late-game building involving junimos. You can place raisins or gemstones inside that building. Raisins makes the building more efficient at its task, whereas gemstones have an effect on the color of the junimos that appear. There's really only one gemstone that's worth doing that with, but we have yet to see that particular gemstone. And I would say the first thing you should use it for is very much not GMO coloring. So, unfortunately, while I would like to dip into the mines, I have half of my inventory filled right now. I mean, the stone certainly doesn't matter. That is something I'll find plenty of in the mines. But a lot of the other things just taking up space right now. The dehydrator does take some time. The dried blackberries will be ready when I wake up tomorrow. Just sorting things out here. Take just a moment. Alright. Only got one item on the second row, so that shouldn't be too big a problem. I don't think I'll be able to do a lot in the mines today, but every little bit, right? Now see exactly how much experience I need to get to level 10 mining without having to do math. It is 4,772. That was bad math. 4,672. What I meant by no math is the progress bar is now an accurate representation of exactly how close I am to level 10, not some earlier level. The light colored stones are still important. I'm not doing a stone gathering quest right now, but they are still stones that are guaranteed to give experience, so those are still high priority to break, but not when a shadow brute is after me. Amethyst. I hear a bat coming. Seriously, the first day after mining reaches level 10, is the day I'm probably going to end up completing the minecarts. I'll just come and kill a bat or something. Be done. And of course, once the quest to gather stone is done, I'm probably gonna find, if not a large stone on every floor, several. That diamond. Diamonds are just so good for experience. I could try and grab that red mushroom, but there's no like ore or gems over there. Obviously, the way I can make this challenge to work out the best for me is if I did farming after mining. I would have farming started just before spring, but I feel like that basically ends the challenge and makes the rest of it a little bit boring. So I will make the next skill that I level up be combat, just for a little bit of excitement. Means I'll have to wait until year 3 likely for spring crops, but these things happen. But once I start farming, it's gonna take like no time at all to actually level it up. I'll probably have the greenhouse ready before then. Or I'll have certain parts of the greenhouse ready before then. I'll be along the way to getting it. Stay away, bat. Oh no! I didn't see the slime. No! And a antivirus message came up, so I couldn't see my health. That was scarier than it needed to be. It's 10:20, but I'll keep pushing. Oh, I think I did. Cluster of 5. Of course, the shadow person doesn't want me to have any. The slimes are a problem too. I can... No, there's too many. What? It wasn't letting me move into that little alcove. Yeah, I didn't need to do that, because I'm leaving anyway. The combat in this game should not be scarier than the combat in Skyrim, but sometimes it is. Of course, I'm not walking into the mines in a full set of dragon scales, so... Walking in with regular clothes and slightly magical boots. Let's grab the crimson fish roe that is finished aging. Here's my stone. Oh, there's lava eel roe too. For some reason I thought it was all crimson fish. Okay. So our Sunday is completed. I just barely managed to avoid death. So now we're moving into the 15th day of winter, the first day of the night market. Now the night market does not start until 5 p.m. So I still have the morning and afternoon to do whatever. Mines, or talking to people, chopping wood, whatever I want to do. Water the TV. I am not getting much in the way of roe right now. The lava eel has not increased to 2 yet. The first day after completing its first capacity quest, it changes to red, which is very nice. So that I don't forget to do it later or on a separate day entirely, I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the wizard and give him his purple mushroom, collecting the pine tar along the way. I probably have enough wood and copper to tap the rest of those trees. I will check on that when I go back by my farm. I have a dry spot on my finger. It's peeling. It's annoying. Doesn't happen very often, but every now and then. Outside the domain of human civilizations, where nature truly reveals its secrets. Ah, viewed with potent arcane energies. Yeah, the wizard is not my lowest person anymore. It is now Pierre. There's a subreddit for that. picking up a crocus and a holly on my way. So back up to the farm and see what we've got in the ways of wood and copper. If I don't have the copper bars, I at least have the ore, I believe. Pretty sure I've got a hefty supply of copper ore. I've been finding some even in the lower levels of the mines. For now, I'm basically just hoarding all of the winter forageables I find, and I'll decide what to do with them later. So, I would need, there's 3 of 3 different kinds of tree, which is 9 tappers. I need 2 copper bar per tapper, which means for 9 I would need 18 copper bars. I have 4 now, so to get 16 more, I would need 16 times 5, which is... I'm just gonna pull out 100 for now. This won't take very long, so I'll take a peek in my fruit bat cave while I wait. I checked it fairly recently, but there's cherries and a peach in here. So that's a 3rd peach, but that's the first time I've gotten cherries. So I have cherry, I have apricot, I have peach, I have orange, I have pomegranate, and I have apple. If I wanted to go complete the artisan bundle right now with purely fruit tree fruits, I could. And then I would have a keg. That's certainly a tempting idea. Or just don't mess with it, it'll be fine tomorrow. But I do also have, if I wanted to save one of the fruits, I do have the honey that I could use in place of one of them. I also have cloth from recycling machines, so I could save 2. I would probably save the apple and the pomegranate because they're used in other bundles. The apples in the fodder bundle and the enchanter's bundle needs pomegranate. Go ahead and pull out these 2 copper bars, or 4 copper bars. And let's go ahead and start making them. The tappers, I mean. That's 7. I want to get the ones on the pine trees today, not because pine trees are the most useful of the tapped things, but because I picked up pine tar earlier in the day, so I don't have to worry about them producing at the same time. Which doesn't matter in the slightest, but I do it anyway. Alright, that's enough tappers to fill the rest of the trees. I don't tap mahogany trees because they just give sap. I do not need a tree tapped for sap. I have more than enough of that. And because I did 100 copper ores smelted, I have plenty of bars left over after all of that. Sell that wild plum as it is. I used bit of wood, but not enough to free up a space in that chest. It's a day of the week. As far as the night market is concerned, the shops and everything, if it would be open that day, it will be anyway. So like, Marty goes to the general store on Mondays, so she's not open right now. But Robin is open on Mondays, so she will still be running her shop. The schedules of people don't typically change until the night market is actually open, and everyone has a day that they go to the night market. I will just continue to be checking for oak dresser. That works. She has all the oak stuff today. It's 5,000, but to free up a bunch of chest space, that is worth it. I just need to find a spot in my house that can hold a 2-tile wide piece of furniture. You can also freely move the dresser around in the future without worrying about anything that you've placed inside of it. So if I don't like the spot now, I can move it freely later. I'll just stick it right there for now. Maybe facing the other way, so I can actually see where it opens. So I'm gonna take these shirts and all the hats and the boots that I don't use anymore, and I can put them all in a dresser. Dressers have unlimited storage. They also sort into hats, shirts, pants, boots, and rings. Those are all the types of things you can put in the chest. And now I've freed up a bunch of space in this chest for other things. I have a treasure chest in here. What I really need to clear out this chest is I need a refrigerator that will clear out all of the cooked items that I'm keeping there. I will sell this fish. I will keep the crocus. And I don't have a lot of time left in the day before the night market starts. But I can probably get, a few pieces of ore, or maybe a gem. Anything to progress my mining. You know I'm very meticulous about inventory management if you've been watching my Skyrim streams as well. I have a specific container in my house for each different type of item. You know, I was concerned when I don't have tons of carry weight. Like, I need more. Of course, I have played the typical Skyrim one where you pick up everything you find. So, in those cases, inventory management is more important than current playthrough. I think this is a slime that would drop gold if I kill it. Either that or sap. It drops something besides the usual items. Alright, I got 1 gold ore vein. Even if I left now, I would consider that to be worth coming down here. I'm getting hassled by a bat, but what else is new? Leave me alone, bat. Let's just check floor 111. There doesn't appear to be much on floor 111. no ore veins, just a couple light stones. There's a ladder to start off. Alright, I think I'll explore this floor. At least the parts of it where I can see that there's a gem vein and a gold ore vein. And then I will start heading towards the night market. If I had the minecarts, I could go up top, take the cart to the town, and basically be there already. I'm mostly going to the night market as quickly as I can because it gives me the most time to find all of the night market fish. There is a relatively unique interaction you can get on this day. Linus does not come down to the town very often, but he does go to the night market on Monday. So we're going to see if we can see this interaction. I need to let him walk a little bit first though. If you rifle through a trash can when someone is nearby, a villager is nearby, you will lose 2 friendship with them, and they'll have some dialogue about that being unseemly. But we know that Linus regularly goes through trash cans. We've seen it. So if you open a trash can when Linus is in sight, find anything good? There wasn't anything in that trash can today, but I thought I would show that interaction regardless. So, things at the night market. There's this guy who will teleport you home for 250G. The traveling merchant will have the usual thing. Surprised to see me? I trade by sea too. The pig likes a good zest is reconnected. I stopped talking for a moment there to let it do so. With any luck, we're live again. If it was disconnected for long enough for it to consider me not live. Well, my phone says I'm offline, but that might just be because of sometimes it won't show me if I'm online if I have do not disturb set on. Anyway, nope, I'm live. Okay. It's showing the everything it should be. Okay, so I was talking about the traveling merchant's stock today. She does have a hot pepper, which is a summer thing. I kind of wish that it had the pulsing icon for the community center in shop menus like this. I think I do need one of those for summer. Beyond that, all this stuff I have no trouble getting. But I will wait. So, Leah is here. This is the famous painter Lupini. He sells each of his paintings for 1200G. It is on a rotating 3-year stock, so there will be 3 paintings this year, 3 paintings in year 2, 3 paintings in year 3, and then in year 4 it will go back to the paintings that were available this year. So you have to come to the night market every day for 3 consecutive years to get all 9 paintings that he sells. This merchant says each day something new. So they have gravestones, they have stone frogs. There's a cone hat that sells for 5,000 today, but it's cheaper on the other days. And on the first day, we sell spring seeds. On day 2, summer seeds, and on day 3, fall seeds. So if you want to, get the seeds ahead of time for, the next year, you can buy them here instead of at Pierre's. There's also a Iridium fireplace available, 15,000. The 2 rare crows you can get by donating to the museum. You can buy additional ones of those if you like them. And an upright piano for 100,000 G. The mermaid show is over there. There's a secret note related to the mermaids, and I know the solution to it, but I want to see if I can get the note first. This guy specializes in outdoor decorations. He has lots of canes, which are nice for holiday time. Plain torch, stump torch, clouds, banner, seasonal decor, some seasonal plants. So if you like decorating, that's your guy. This guy will give you a cup of coffee each night. It used to be every tick of the in-game clock you could get another coffee from him. So you could get tons and tons of coffee in one night, turn it all into triple shot espresso, and just sell it for large amounts of money. That was deemed too easy, so it was changed. Now for 1,000 G, this guy will take me down in his submarine. And I have to wait for him to reach the bottom. That should be indicated by the light over the machine turning green. Now, a spot on the bottom will open up. And I can fish. We are looking for 3 particular fish here. One of them is quite difficult to catch, the other 2 not so much. You can also find some other fish you can find in other areas, such as the sea cucumber, or super cucumber, pardon me. Seaweed is also a possible thing. Bubbles can appear down here, but it seems to know what side you're fishing from and makes the bubbles appear on the other side. I'm getting terribly unlucky. How much seaweed am I gonna get? Wow. I've never had this happen before. I think only once in all my years of playing I have not gotten all 3 fish on the first time down here. And I am only fishing up seaweed right now. And the 2 fish that I fished up are not night market fish. In fact, I considered putting on the chat bug because one of them can be very nasty. That is the one. The blob fish is the hardest of the 3 night market fish to catch. And as its difficulty dictates, it's the one that sells the best if you want to sell it, or if you want to put them in a fish pond. Blobfish will be your best bet for making money that way. That is the midnight squid. Can only be got down here. We're looking for 1 more fish. Oh, I found anything in the mountains. I am never going to need seaweed again. This is absurd. There are so many times I'm just begging for seaweed and I can't get any. Could be the last fish. Typically the midnight squid is the easiest of the 3 to catch. Bubbles did not last very long. Blobfish is the hardest, the midnight squid is the easiest, and in the middle of the 3 That's another blobfish. I thought it might be. I'm looking for what's called a spookfish. That's another midnight squid. It was just within the reach of the bubbles. Pretty sure I wasn't gonna get that chest unless this fish went down there. This is probably another super cucumber based on. Nope, it was a blobfish. Kinda surprised. The bubbles went away almost immediately again. So unusual. I mean, I have no trouble staying here right until 2 a.m. Alright, we got our spookfish. So, looking now at the fishing collection, those 3 spots are filled in. There's still some legendary fish, some island fish, and some fish in areas we cannot access as of yet. But as far as this goes, I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and have him take me up. Oh, not with their bubbles though. Ah, but as I feared, just a little bit out of my range. And I don't want to risk walking over to where I can reach them, have them go away and waste more time, so yeah, just take me back up. Obviously I can't exit the submarine until it's back at the surface. I think I do have enough time to get back home without needing to use the guy that will teleport me. It is only 12:10 after all. Everyone else is walking back home, but Emily is still standing there. I guess she's, you know, used to going back home real late. Since Gus goes to bed at midnight and leaves her to close up the saloon. And Gus lives in the back of the saloon. Right? That close up himself. And let the person who has to walk home leave. The crystallarium has produced a diamond for me. We got a number of fish today. Some are rare, some are not. I will put 2 blobfish and 2 midnight squid. And I'll keep the spookfish too, since I only got the 1. The other stuff I will sell. I got so much seaweed. I got 16 pieces of seaweed. I have more seaweed than green algae. That just doesn't happen. Unless you exclusively fish in the ocean. But chances are you'll still find green algae some other way. So I have nowhere to put these paintings. But I'm going to buy them all. Alright. Let's go to sleep. I made a tiny bit of money from dried blackberries. Blackberries don't sell for very much. The quality is not retained when you dehydrate something. And I don't have artisan either, so I'm not getting a 40% boost that way. But dried fruit is an artisan good. Pepper poppers from Shane. I already have pepper poppers. I don't. The game is really trying to push me towards the house upgrade so I get a free refrigerator. I have a very small number of salmon berries, but I'm going to put them all in there sooner or later. The lava eel decided to produce some roe today, that was kind of it. Yeah, dried salmon berries sell for 62. But a salmon berry by itself sells for 5. So 5 would be 25G or 62G. I mean, it sells itself. Thankfully, I got the dresser yesterday. I don't have to go into Robin's shop and wait for her to walk by where the register is to get her to do something. But you can do that on Tuesdays. If you happen to be standing there waiting and click on it right when she walks by the counter, you can actually buy or get her to start building on Tuesday. You just have to be there and ready. I'm going to go straight into the mines today and see if I can get some good experience before the night market starts again. I won't be spending as long as the night market because I won't be fishing again. If I want more of those fish, I can craft a fish pond with the absurd amount of seaweed I got. And let them multiply in there. The only fish that doesn't work for is tiger trout. Everything else will multiply in the pond on its own. Tiger trout, if you want 10, you gotta put 10 in. But because of that, a tiger trout pond starts with a capacity of 10. You don't have to wait for it to grow. I do have a dream of doing a save file where I have every type of fish in it. Full capacity fish pond. But I'm not sure there's a farm that has the necessary space to have a fish pond for every fish in the game. Might have to like pick and choose the crab pot ones or something. Hitting me, but there are like no other enemies on this floor, so as long as I stay away from him, I'm good. Because all that ever does is apply the debuff. It never does damage to you. If he touches you, sure it hurts you, but there's already a ladder on this floor and I just ignored it. There's a ladder there. There are good gems on that floor, so I'm still happy I did it, but it took a long time to find the ladder. For a day where I'm feeling a little lucky, it certainly didn't feel that way on that floor. I find it interesting that Twitch gives me notifications about people who are streaming while I'm streaming. I mean, sure, it can help to know if like someone you follow is live so you can rate them when your stream ends. But trying to get you to watch new people while you're streaming kind of seems odd. I know that there are some streamers who, when they end, will look for someone who doesn't have very many viewers and we'll just raid them to give them a little boost. That would definitely raid people if I had, you know, viewers to raid with. I was hoping I could knock him back from that choke point, but nope. I'm just hoping that the debuff goes away before the bats get to me. I have multiple bats on me, so I want to get off this floor any way I can. Alright. I'm low on energy, not great on health, not full on health. I did stay at the night market late, which is why I had an energy penalty today. Spent a lot of energy on fishing. You're not gonna give me a ladder, at least give me coal with the hit, so I'm getting some experience. Okay. I was not feeling the love on that floor. There's already a ladder here, so I don't have to worry about finding one. I'll take that gold ore vein and the jade over here. Pop right out of there. That quartz is preventing the slime from getting to me. There are plenty of rocks around here, so unless he manages to get the perfect pathing, I've never seen pathing like that in this game. You would think by the number of times I've said this has never happened before, I was like doing a GDQ event or something. It's like their catchphrase. This has never happened before. Everyone knows that Marathon RNG is a totally different thing than normal. Anyway, I do have the ladder, so if I can just sneak around him, I can go on down. It's getting pretty close to the time of the night market, but like I said, I'm not too worried about getting there right away. I wanted to get down there early on the first day to show off Linus's dialogue if you chuck a trash can near him, and to make sure that I had plenty of time to try and catch all 3 fish. But apart from showing the different inventory, checking the traveling cart, and the painting, I don't necessarily need to rush down there. I will show the mermaid show on the 3rd night, even if I don't find the secret note between now and then that tells you what you have to push. You can figure it out anyway if you have a good ear. I have a very, very good ear. hours worth of mining experience. We are almost halfway there. Yeah, lots of stuff in the way. Let's head on down. I think either maybe after this day, maybe after the third day of the night market, I'll take my break. I think after the third day of the night market, so I don't forget to give the wizard a gift. If you go on break, I might forget about gifting. There's another quest available here. To kill a squid kid. I didn't manage to give Harvey a seaweed. It's not like I'm short on seaweed to give him. Oh, also it's Monday. Or it was Monday yesterday. Well, I guess not. 50 skeletons, I'm not going to be slaying them. Ectoplasm from a ghost. I'm not killing ghosts, I guess. I mean, if I happen to reach level 10 mining by the end, I would be starting combat. I'll accept the ectoplasm one. Because that could... I have had that drop from the first ghost before. It's not supposed to drop from the first ghost, but it can. Let's actually talk to some of the people today. I want to ride the boat. I haven't talked to anyone yesterday. My favorite thing is seeing the boats. The creaking sound of the wood is strangely comforting. I highly recommend the submarine tour. There are some very fascinating creatures living in the deep ocean. I should have spent more time on that piece before showing you. Wow, the tech on this thing is amazing. I feel more relaxed tonight. I might even buy a trinket. My nightly cup of coffee. This guy's stock does not change. It's the same each night. I'm getting all my holiday shopping done tonight. Let me know if you see Pierre coming. The cold air isn't so bad if you bundle up. Ooh, fine purple silk. You can't find that at Jojo Mart. Yeah, I purchased some of my favorite items from this market. Got coffee bean for much less than the typical 2500 G price. Got some sea urchins, survival burger, maple syrup, root splatter, purple mushroom, winter root, red snapper, some cloth at a fairly high price, a pizza at a very high price, and a blue armchair. Let's get Lupini's painting. Tonight's portrait of a mermaid. And tonight, if you want to buy the cone hat, do it on the second night. 2500 is the cheapest price. I also have suit of armor and stone parrot tonight. You've got your summer seeds. Sell the iridium fireplace, the rare crows, and the upright piano. So that's a second night of the night market. I'll see who's at the saloon tonight, since it's not quite done with my day yet, but I don't want to try and get back to the mines tonight. Down on the deep sea submarine, the captain's an old friend. Still at 7. I haven't seen a 6-star event because it only happens on rain days, and it's winter. Pam's at 8, I knew that Gus was at 10, and Emily's at 8. So Demetrius is a little bit above 8. Pam is right at 8. Clint's at 7, Shane at 7, Penny a little bit above 6. The wizard might not get all the way up to 10 hearts tomorrow, But an iridium loved gift on your birthday is at least 4 hearts. So if I don't get him tomorrow, certainly by the end of the week I would imagine I would. If I at least talk to him on Friday and then get a bonus for giving him gifts at the end of the week. Don't think it'll be a problem. So let's put away my mining goodies. I'm pretty happy with my amount of coal. I got the hardwood, had to get some fiber to get past a couple spots. Even if I had the triple shot espresso recipe, I don't have the kitchen to make it. Even though I have 3 coffee right now. Small amounts of gold, but we'll get there. I'll be making more gold soon. However, speaking of which, not good luck today. Somewhat annoyed. I always check the Queen of Sauce rerun, even if I'm relatively certain that I've done it. Strange bun recipe from Shane. Fried calamari from Linus. Clint wants a iron bar to test his new hammer. Fried calamari is a love gift for Pierre. Save that for his birthday potentially. If I don't just get him up to 10 hearts naturally before then. The lava eel leaped out of its pond, which means it's gone up to 2. I'll continue until I'm out of regular quality salmon berries, and then I'll pick something else. So, Clint wants an iron bar. That's not a problem. It is the wizard's birthday, so take him another purple mushroom. And I think that's pretty much it today. Other than that, it'll just be going back to the mines until the night market opens and going to the night market. I want to find the mermaid show's secret note while I'm mining, but I haven't been finding many secret notes there recently. If I wanted to be absolutely certain that the wizard gets to 10 hearts today, I could have brought a star drop teeth as well. So you can get that on top of the birthday gift. But I got him up to 9 hearts. Just barely over 9. So, it probably won't be before the end of the week that he reaches 10. But I went from 4 to 9, which is, a significant boost. Not to be discounted in the slightest. Got an arrowhead, which is a new artifact. We're still hoping to unlock the sewers sooner rather than later, so digging up any new artifact is exciting. You also eventually get a crystallarium from Gunther, but you need like a lot of things donated. Oops, I accidentally opened Copilot. Of all the places I could have clicked on my computer, that's where I click. That's strange. Alright, so Clint has it just opened. Let's go behind the counter and talk to him. And give him the iron bar he was requesting. He's at 8 hearts now. Friendship and a 500G for an iron bar is a good deal to me. Alright, I will donate this broken arrowhead. I'll put it right there. Oh, I was about to say I'm going to check to see if Penny's home so I can trigger her 6-heart event, but she is not home right now. I have clay and powder melons and a crocus in my inventory, but I'm going to say today that that is not good enough reason to head back home before I go to the mine. Demetrius wants me to find 4 perch, which would not be a difficult thing to accomplish, I believe. But I'm still focused mainly on mining. Though fishing, selling the fish and getting the reward from Demetrius going to probably be, because I wouldn't catch just 4 perch, I'd catch other things to sell as well. Probably be enough to buy more things. No! That is not a good way to start the day in the mines. Okay, I know the spirits are not happy today, but getting swarmed by that many slimes and then immediately getting the fog on the next floor, that is just brutal. There's like an itch in my brain that's telling me to seek out ghosts because I know they have ectoplasm as a possible drop right now. So I'm like fighting against my brain to not do that. Actually, the reason I'm choosing to do that is it might make the wizard go up to 10 hearts. I can't guarantee it, but it might be enough. Better yet, killing the squid kid neither quite got me up to level 2 combat, nor did it have a drop, so it wasn't enough experience for a level that I'm trying not to get yet, nor was it giving me drops I should not have. That happened on the first squid kid I killed, but not this one. Alright, making my way all the way back over to the wizard. Lots of walking today. And there's no music right now. The elementals are pleased with the job you did. Did I actually give him any friendship, or is that a non-friendship thing? I think that's a non-friendship one. I mean, it didn't say the wizard will be happy like it does with some other things, but I decided to check. At this point, it feels kind of like going all the way back up to the mine would not be an effective use of my time. So I might do the night market as soon as it starts and then head up to the mines again and end my day at the mines. Oh, this is one of Shane's 7 heart events. Yes, 2 of them. Okay, guys, do you remember your lines? Yes. Ready, action. I thought we had something special. I guess I was wrong. God, I'm sorry. It's hard to remember my lines with her faces right in front of me like that. Oh, hey. Check out my new camera. Jojiko is having a video advertisement competition. The prize is 10,000 G. Hey, I want you to be in this shot, okay? Just walk by Clint and Emily in the background while they're talking. It'll give the scene a little more authenticity. I'm on it. Me and my squid hat. Okay, ready? Action! I thought we had something special. You said you wouldn't leave me for anything. I guess that was a lie. No, it's not like that. This is just something I have to do. It's very important to me. I just got to try new Joja Blue Cola. It's got 3 times the sorbitol for a thick, sweet blast, and it's cheaper than water. But, isn't soda unhealthy? You promised me. Have no fear, my dear. The world-class science team at Joja headquarters have determined that Joja Blue does not cause a significant erosion of the stomach lining, so you can drink it whenever you like, as much as you like. The real question is, when will you turn blue? Cut! That was perfect. Thanks for the help. Clint? You turned blue! So I guess we know now why it's called Joja Blue. Does not cause a significant erosion of the stomach lining. Please define it significant for me. Let's see. A lot of people are not out. Pierre is of course not found on Wednesdays. Unless you've completed the community center, so I can't talk to Pierre. I should be able to have no difficulty finding Demetrius. Maru is at 8, but I'll talk to her anyway. Guess winter is a good time to work on my gadgets. She says that in summer too, and spring, and fall. It's always a good time with gadgets. Alright, I'm going to start reading a book. Good for you. Do you have a kitchen in your house yet? Tell your wife to give me a discount. Yeah, that would go over well. The farmer who is eventually going to destabilize the entire valley's economy once they discount on their house. Hey kid, what are you up to? I'm just passing time, same as always. You'll be at the saloon soon enough. The night market has just started. George, apparently the beach is wheelchair accessible, which is nice to know. He's here for the coffee, by the way. I'm here for a painting and the mermaid show. You received a coffee. Let's see what the traveling merchant has today. She has a duck feather, she has a couple different kinds of fruit, she's got a puffer fish, a diviner table, which Wilwick has at the Stardew Valley Fair. There's a beet, largemouth bass, anchovies, spangle seeds. I think the most exciting thing there today is the duck feather, because I've got all the other stuff. The duck feather would help me in regards to the dye bundle. I have plenty of red mushroom, and sea urchins, and aquamarines. I do not have the sunflower, and I've been complaining every time I see red cabbage, but not actually buying it, because I don't need to. So the duck feather would not get me the dye bundle done. The only person I have access to right now who loves duck feathers is Elliot, and he's already at 8 hearts. Get the Solar Kingdom painting. The third day is the worst day to buy the cone hat, it's 10,000. They have log section today, the stone owl is back. Not the same as the owl statue that can randomly appear on your farm. And the same usual stuff. While I'm waiting for people to get here so I can talk to them about the night market, let's head over here to the mermaid show. So that's the end of the mermaid show. If you found the secret note, are you musically inclined? Heard that throughout the song? If you put that in, you get a pearl. Once per save file. Did I give time for people to get here? Elliot, a fleet of exotic merchants traveling the world in search of riches beyond imagination. What an adventure. This is one of the newer traditions in Pelican Town. We've taken to it rather quickly, haven't we, George? This was added in the 1.3 update to the game. I'm just here for the free coffee. Maybe if all else fails, I'll become a submarine captain. That might be cool. It must be so thrilling to travel the world like they do. Have you seen the mermaid show? It's my favorite. Of course it is, Alex. Horn dog. But, there we go. That is 3 nights of the night market. Abigail's in the graveyard tonight. Must be not having no crops to worry about this time of year. Yeah, that. Sometimes talking is hard, guys. Okay, so it is 8:40, which is not early. But I can probably get a little bit of experience in the mines if I go straight there. After dropping stuff off, of course. I've got a trash. Then there. I won't worry about everything right now, but at least some of it. It's not like I have time to go like all 15 floors or anything. It's highly unlikely that my inventory will fill up with the time I have. I might get 5 floors if I'm extremely lucky. Actually, at this time, it would almost be better to just do floor 101 over and over again. See how much gold ore I can get by doing that. But I'll do my usual. Get on to floor 105, see what it's got for me. It's got a rock grab, that's what it's got. And lots of the light colored stones, which is not as much experience as ore or gems, but it's still something. Let's eat a blackberry. My health is not quite where I would want it to be before I go down to another floor. Just trying to get away from the fire, but so much of that. Act. Alright. There's a few more gold on this floor. There's one over there. Walking over there for one. Doesn't feel like an efficient use of my time. And I am rewarded by going down the floor with a ruby, an emerald, and a topaz all clumped together. This gold ore vein will get me up to above 2,800 experience. And it's past midnight, so yeah, we'll head out. Get some good gems. There is a point when I start selling gems over a certain number of each, but I'm not there quite yet. Plus there are still now like Clint who loves gems as gifts. Though I really only need one. He's already at 8 hearts and his birthday is at the end of winter. So I'm not terribly concerned about getting his friendship up before then. I talk to him from time to time. I get tools upgraded. Got coal for putting the trash in the recycling machine. It's actually take like half a second to see how many of each type of gem I have. Got 7 amethysts, 15 aquamarine, 8 diamonds, 10 emeralds, 11 jade, 16 rubies, 12 topaz. Thing in here I have the most of is quartz at 43, excluding of course ore. So I have 611 gold ore. I might take those geodes and frozen geodes to Clint soon. The thing about taking geodes to Clint is I don't know if I have the all of the regular geode minerals, and you never know if the way that geodes work is it's predetermined when you make your save game, and it's not an individual list for each thing, it's the total number opened. So like if I open 4 regular geodes, opening the next, if I then open a frozen geode,
the entire list moves down, including what I would get for opening another regular geode. So sometimes I worry that if I open my regular geodes, but then start opening frozen geodes, am I moving past one of the things I need that I could get from a regular geode? It really shouldn't matter. You shouldn't freak out about it. Eventually you'll get everything if you just keep opening geodes, but I don't know. I might check how many things I have that I can get from regular geodes during the break. I think I definitely will. So that I can freak out about it a little bit less. In the meantime, let's put my Solar Kingdom away. That's not my first pearl, so it's not taking up another slot yet. Let's get into bed. It is 1:20 a.m. We are 1 hour and 57 minutes into a Stardew Valley stream. Usually, a little bit later than I usually take my breaks during Stardew Valley, but I will do so now. And I will be back with you in just a little bit. Okay, I'm back in. So I did look it up. As you can see, I have my collection page open right now. I am missing 3 potential regular geode items. I am missing the Nicoite, the Thunder Egg, and the Slate. As I'm only missing 3 of them, I think I'm okay to well, move on to opening frozen geodes. It's telling me about giving people gifts on their birthdays. So, I get 500G. I believe that's based on having done a bunch of uh, bulletin board requests. Dear Patrick, I would like to give you some information about an upcoming event, the Feast of the Winter Star. It's time for the community to come together and think back on all the good fortune we've had this year. A favorite tradition is the secret gift exchange, where everyone in town is randomly assigned to someone else. On the day of the festival, everyone brings a gift for their secret friend and surprises them with something special. This year, your secret friend is Elliot. Don't tell anyone. The feast will take place on the 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the town square. See you there. Once you've read that, if you check here, it will show your secret gift person down in the bottom right. So if you forget or don't want to open the letter again, it's shown there. Let's see. Get some roe from the Crimson Fish Bun. Put my next set of those in. So, loved gift for Elliot. I'm out of the crab cakes. And I don't want to use my 1 pomegranate on him. I'll figure out what else Elliot loves. I'm not sure I'm going to make it all the way to the Feast of the Winter Star in today's stream as it is. While there are people I could try and work on regarding gifts, it's just going to be another day in the mines. We're at 2,814 of 5,000. If I could find like 15 diamond nodes, I would be done. Yeah, that would never happen, even on the best luck day with food, drink, and other daily luck buffs. That just would not happen. It might help me find more. And that many would be. Just not. Probability is just not there. Even though diamond nodes are the primary reason why I'm trying the last 15 floors. Because the lower you go, the better chance you have of finding them. I am somewhat pleased that while I've come close, I haven't been dying over and over again since reaching the bottom of the mines and powering up the enemies. It will potentially cause some issues when I start doing combat and I'm actually actively fighting them. But I'm not going to be fighting the enemies on these bottom floors first. I'm going to start on the ice floors for one very specific reason. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Right now we are working on mining. And this is not a bad start to a mining day. I don't mind getting a little bit of fiber and mixed seeds especially. Before I start farming, I'm going to set up my planting area, and ideally I would have what I need to make enough fiber seeds to cover that entire area, so that when I'm ready to start planting, I can just scythe away the fiber and have a clear field to plant in. If I had enough sprinklers, I would cover the ground. I would put those out there too, so it would be watered ahead of time as well. But I need 2 farming levels before I can craft even basic sprinklers. I've gotten a couple quality sprinklers thus far as rewards, but it's not enough to cover anywhere near the amount of crops I want to plant. Yeah, lots of squid guys. They really want to ruin my day. Is that a crab? No. I told you I can't really tell which ones are crabs and which ones aren't until I hit them. Or if I see an enemy walk through it. More experience because it had the coal as well. Some gold on this floor. And a gem. Another jade. You might think, why am I not just selling everything I have so I can go to the desert and mine there? It's just because the enemies are so much stronger there. Sure, I could potentially find even more gems, and like, if I'm lucky enough to get down enough floors, iridium ore. But I don't see it as a reliable way to try and level up your mining if you're not also prepared to kill the enemies. Sometimes the rock crabs are obvious if they're halfway inside another rock. I kind of thought when I got a new computer and the higher resolution, I would just notice something that I hadn't noticed before in regard to the rock crabs, and maybe there is something there. You can't hear my phone making noise because I have done a disturb on, but it still vibrates, and it vibrates very loud. Which, I mean, I guess is good if you want to still be notified of things when you don't have Don't Disturb on, to have a strong vibration. I have it resting on top of my container of Oreos, and I'm scared that the vibration is going to break them, and then I'm going to be sad when I open it. There's a small number of things sadder than opening a package of Oreos to find them broken. Oh, I'm dead. I knew it the second I got hit there. I knew I was dead. Oh, I hate losing gold right now. I don't really care what items I lose. It's the gold that hurts. Lost 1200 G. I lost my obsidian edge and an amethyst. Didn't know you could lose your weapons. Or maybe the obsidian edge is one of the few you can. I mean, I'm not using it right now, but when I am over 3,000 experience. When I get there, I need a better weapon than a broken trident. So, it's only 300 to recover it. I'll have him grab it. I don't have any other... The best thing I have besides it, I believe, is the broken trident, which is fine for some enemies, but once you've gone to the bottom, I would say that the broken trident has outlived its usefulness. Same for the Neptune's glaive. The two items you can get by fishing are great to kill the enemies in the early levels of the mines, but eventually they will be obsoleted by other weapons. In this case, the obsidian edge is one of the weapons that can't do that. I could get by with a bone sword for the frozen level enemies, but I would have to kill enough skeletons to find a bone sword first. And yes, many enemies can drop interesting weapons, but I need a weapon to kill the enemies to get them to drop those weapons. So yeah, the edge will be recovered. In the meantime, I just have to be extra careful because the only thing I have, even if I needed to kill an enemy right now, would be the scythe. My dear grandchild, by the time you find this note, I expect you'll have been living in the valley for quite some time. Less than 1 year, Grandpa. I hope things are going well. I'm honored that you're continuing the family tradition of farming, and through that noble endeavor bringing greater life and abundance to all of Stardew Valley, a place very dear to my heart. Keep up the good work, Grandpa. P.S. I've hidden a very special secret for you somewhere in the valley. You might think of it as a compendium of my greatest discoveries. Someday when you're ready, you'll find it. That is a very important note to my current challenge, because it is related to skills. But I have to get all the skills to level 10 before it matters. I mean, I'm more than halfway there. Two skills are already level 10. One is a good way up towards level 9 to level 10. And despite my distaste for it, I do have a level in combat, very close to a second level. So while combat and farming are still far away by themselves, overall I am technically more than halfway there. It is kind of a shame that I'm not there yet. It would not be the first time where I've gone through a year and gotten all of my skills to level 10 before the end of the year. But somehow I'm further away than I often am. At least that gem node was kind enough to give me a diamond out of it. I just had to accept that hit. Once I'm this far into the floor, I just gotta hope that I find it. I'll come all the way down to this corner. I don't see any enemies down here, so should be safe to explore. I believe I've already gotten the floor 108 minecart, so I can't get any more coal out of it, but I check anyway, just in case. Sometimes I'll take the, I'll take a ladder before I manage to check the minecart. 3 blackberries. So I'm completely full on health, and I shouldn't have to worry about energy again. There's an emerald, that's another 80. If I get above 4,000 on this day, I'll be relatively happy. I'm very close to that, with 39.29. With every gold ore being 18 and all the light stones being 3. And that's assuming they don't drop anything else. Plus other stones occasionally dropping ore or coal. 4,000 in no time. But probably on the next one. The fog has arrived, so get out of here. Alright, we're at 4,011 now. I guess my goal at this point is see how much more I can get today without dying. We got our fog coming in, and some other bats already seen, but fortunately I did also see the ladder already. Yeah, a couple bats here. I'm going to say no to you. One more blackberry for health purposes. My energy is okay, but I already died once today. Rather myself, I didn't think any of those rocks was a crab. I'm getting very lucky with the random gem nodes giving me diamonds. But I think if I don't want to lose more money than I already did today, I'd better start heading back home. I'm at 4,244 of 5,000. I think by the end of this game week I'll get there. I was hoping for like 15 diamond nodes. I didn't find any diamond nodes, but I got 2 from the variety gem. I am hemorrhaging frames. Hopefully it's not causing too much of an issue on your end. Oh, I am out of space in this chest. I can't put the new stack of stone in. How do I want to solve this issue? I know how I'm going to do it. Well, I'm doing it in the morning. So I just don't have time to do it right now. I'm going to complete the artisan goods bundle. Taking the honey out of that allows me to do so. Okay. I switched during the break, but still a little stiff. Alright. At least temporarily my stream strength has stabilized. So So, a few inches of snow. There is the traveling cart today. So I'll swing down that way, check what they have. There's my obsidian edge back. Thank you, Marlin, but don't tell me what to do. I'll be as careless as I want. Also take the apricot, the cherry, an orange, and a peach. Okay, I know a lot of people do that, but if you want people to respond positively, don't just drop in like that. You gotta have some level of finesse. That is way more aggressive than most people will respond to. So today we got mayonnaise, we got fried mushroom, periwinkle cranberries. If I had bought the duck feather, I could get the sunflower now. Fish taco we know Caroline loves. We got that. There's some things of interest there, but not really anything I'm willing to spend on. Maybe if I hadn't died in the mines yesterday. I was married long ago. After my wife and I split, she began flying around the countryside, cursing everything she saw. It's not a very mature way to express one's anger. Yeah, but you cheated on her, so I can see why she would turn to cursing things. Let's see if this opens at 9. Shane's other 7 Heart event takes place inside the ranch. So I was hoping he was going to be here. So I'll wait until 9 to see if I can get in there and see that event. I'm actually going to swing by my chests again so I can get the geodes I want Clint to open. I'm just standing here not moving, and my stream strength can't even handle that. Nope. He's already out and about, so. But the weekend is coming up in the game. He doesn't head out as early on those days. My internet is really struggling. I think, unfortunately, this should probably be my last day. If I'm dropping this many frames, then continuing on may not be in my best interest. I will put one frozen geode, leave one behind. I guess I needed one for the field research bundle. But I will take the rest of them with me. Filling up my inventory along the way so that I can't open all the geodes at once. I typically don't open mystery boxes until I'm basically done with minerals. Sometimes I wait until the museum is completely done. And I know I can get all sorts of nice things from mystery boxes, especially warp totems. But you also get a lot of cooked dishes from them, and I just have nowhere to put them right now, so I'm not worried about taking a little bit more time on that. So let's come over to the pantry, and I can put that, and that, and that, That and that. It doesn't matter which order you put them in, but I like to put them in the same order as the bundle shows you. So that is a keg reward and one thing in the pantry completed. Still ages away from any hope of having a greenhouse, but it's my start. You have to start somewhere. Each geode takes 25G to open, but in a typical opening spree, you'll get enough duplicates that you can sell and end up with more than you started with. I have no reason to suspect that this trip will be any different. He wants to save up to buy a computer and look for girls online. I will say nothing. Orpiment I have. Slate is new. Thunder Egg is new. Oh, I was so hoping I was gonna get the Nicoite. If I happened to get all three I still needed from regular geodes in one go, that would have just been absolutely incredible. I will sell the two. And now I will start opening frozen geodes. That's clay, gold ore, stone, frozen tier. Get the common things out of the way first. There's a geminite, got copper ore, iron ore, fairy stone, gold ore, kyanite, another geminite, copper ore, marble, ancient drum, iron ore, ancient drum, kyanite, opal, clay, pyrite, hematite. My bad, I got one wrong today so far. Extra kyanite, extra geminite. Beyond that, if I want to empty my inventory, I'm gonna have to do it with donations. Alright, so we got the ancient drum. I can't sell the extra one. Let's just continue filling out these areas. As I've mentioned in the past, I almost never donate the first marble I get because you need it for a crafting recipe. So to donate it now, don't know when I'm going to get a second one. So I typically put it in the crystal area to get an extra one before I donate. Ghost crystal, opal, stone, and finally some coal. So sell the extra opal. I ended up with almost the exact same amount of gold that I started with. The difference is a whole bunch of things donated to the museum. Got multiple rewards. The drum block, which you get for donating the ancient drum, an obsidian vase, and a bear statue. I cannot sell the extra ancient drum to Clint. He does not buy artifacts, only minerals. So I head back to my house, drop off these rewards, more furniture rewards, and still no place to put them. But I still feel like opening the vault is the next thing I should do. Of course, I don't have 10,000 G on hand anymore anyway after that mine's defeat. So this time we'll finish tomorrow. I will switch it out for the marble then and get a couple marble before I go back to the before I return to diamonds. Though with the way things are going right now, it may be diamonds may not be the best idea. Maybe it's something that has a little bit more frequent return on it. I typically put the drum and flute box that I get from the museum just over there somewhere. So those are my furniture rewards. I put mystery boxes in the mining chest. I'll put the marble in there for now as well. So I have a keg now. I'm not sure what I want to do with it though. Well, to start with, I'll put one blackberry in there. That will give me a wine, which I will need at some point for a bundle. And then we'll figure out what to do from there. Wine takes 7 days to make, so I'll put the keg in the back of my mind for now, while still having it at least do something. I have plenty of room for my mining today. Yeah, stream strength seems to have stabilized for now, but if I was having so many troubles earlier in the game day, I really don't want to push it. It's about the typical length for a Stardew Valley stream anyway. I'm always sad that red mushrooms can't go into the dehydrator. I understand that red mushrooms can't be eaten, and drying them is not going to change that. But I feel like red mushrooms are just a little bit more common than the rest. With the exception of in the mushroom cave. In the mushroom cave, obviously, the basic common mushrooms are the most common. But walking around the forest farm and going through the mines and finding mushroom forests, yeah, you'll get a lot of red mushrooms that you have nothing to deal with. Except for sell them as they are. Which is still 300 G, so it's not like it's something to sneeze at. That is such a lucky ladder right there. I was gonna have to fight through all that stuff to escape the fog, and the ladder just dropped for me. This is showing a dig spot to the right of the waterfall in town. There's a guaranteed artifact there. There's an artifact that you can find. There are a couple artifacts that have guaranteed possible drops as part of a secret note. You can find them other ways, of course, but if you're just looking for them and cannot find them, then why not use the secret notes? Or maybe you're like 1 or 2 items away from unlocking the sewer and you just want to do it now. Oh no. Yeah, the fog again. I am just a hair faster than bats, but they're coming from every direction. Doesn't really matter if I'm faster than them. Now, eventually I'll be much, much faster than bats, and then it won't be an issue. But I am not there yet. Well, actually, the main point is eventually I'll be allowing myself to just kill the bats, and then they really won't be a problem. A dead bat cannot hurt you. We'll assume that's not a vampire that turned into a bat. Because then it's already dead. Alright. This is a fairly dangerous looking floor. Sharpshooter over there. Gather around everything and nailed me with a debuff. My scythe out to break these. I have the weapon back, but I'm still thinking like I don't. Breaking creeps with the scythe instead of a weapon. Alright, we are so close. 46:34. Let's see how close I am. Probably wasn't working with my keyboard there, but it should be okay now. Oh, that's a slime, not a... First moment I thought that was a magma geode that had gotten stuck down there. No, it's a slime. If I walk into it, it'll hurt. Ugh. Yep, my stream's struggling again. This is gonna have to be the last day. It's not my computer, it's the internet. I can call the ISP, but I know exactly what they're going to say. It's not gonna make any difference. It's going to make me want to yell at them, even though it's not their fault. It's not working. It's not entirely. I try not to yell at people. Took a torch on accident. Just trash it. I could put it back down. I would love to end this day with level 10 mining. May not quite be possible. I'm at 4680. I'll definitely reach 4700. Just the light stones on this floor would do that for me. But it's 1050 if I wanted to level up mine to level 10. I would need big gems or like a massive cluster of gold. This is sickening. Get out of here. That's way too many enemies. Okay. Back in, see if I can get a little bit more. Two guys flinging fire at me. That tells me I should be done. Let's get out of here. Head back home. Yeah, I've dropped over 87,000 frames. Most of them in this game day. think I've got to accept that the internet is not as strong as I would hope today, and call it a little shy of 3 hours. But we got up to level 9 mining. We did the entire night market. Got very close to level 10 mining. I think one day next stream will be enough to get me there. We made a bit of money, not as much as I would have liked, but we did have that one death in the mines that hurt it. I got paintings, I did a whole bunch of stuff. You know what, I'll do one more thing, because we're not at 3 hours yet, and I want to give you a full-length stream, but I'm not going to do a full another day. I will go back to the saloon, and we'll see if my voice can handle playing a round or two of Junimo Kart. But if OBS disconnects during Junimo Kart again, the stream is over. Just fair warning, if it cuts out and I haven't said goodbye, it's because OBS disconnected during Junimo Kart. Oh wait, I can't. It's past midnight. No Junimo Kart today, which may be in the best interest of my sanity. Oh no, Norton. My free trial protection has expired, except that I have other antivirus protection. Okay, so that's the end of the stream for today. If you came in live, whether you chatted or lurked, I appreciate you. If you are watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope however your day is progressing, it is favorable to you. And I will see you in the next one.